interwebs, how are you doing? I am doing well. I just wanted to film a vlog. I feel like it's been a while since I filmed a vlog. My life has been super duper busy, like crazy busy. Let me tell you all the things. So I got a new, well, I guess this would technically be an engagement ring. Long story, got a crazy good deal on it, couldn't say no, my life, right? And so I was like, oh, well, I don't want to spend the money because my original engagement wedding set was, it actually wasn't white gold, it was called Platinum Air. It's like a Walmart thing. Yeah, that's my life, it's like a Walmart thing. That's like platinum and sterling silver mixed together, and it's hypoallergenic, and it's like made out of a lot of recycled materials, so I was all about it, right? So I was wearing that, and everything was going fine, and then when I got this is actually gold, it's like 14 karat gold, so I had to have like a gold band, obviously, but I didn't want to spend the money on it because I'm cheap, that's my life, so I bought like an expensive fake ring. It was $46 on sale for like $18 for this like gold ring with like fake gems in it, and I was fine with that. That was cool with me. I figured eventually I would get one that was real and that matched, but for the meantime I was okay with the fake one until I got a rash. Yeah, that's real life. That's real life. So I can't wear any ring on that hand right now because you can't, yeah. So anyways, allergic to the fake ring. Even though I didn't get like a super cheap one, so I have a rash, so I have to wait for the rash to go away before I can, oh my nose itches, oh my gosh, before I can wear anything on that hand. So I think I'm going to go back to wearing my old bridal set, like my old engagement ring and my old wedding band on that hand, and then I'll just wear this one in this hand. Ugh, I know, first world problems to the max. What else happened? My mother-in-law visited last week. She was here for like a week, so that's why I wasn't really filming it all last week, because I try not to, like, when I film, it's like a very invasive thing for my whole house. I demand silence. I particularly like to film when I'm home alone because then I don't have to worry about how, like, psycho I get. So I don't really like filming when other people are here. It kind of makes me uncomfortable. I feel like I'm making them uncomfortable. It's just a big cluster of uncomfortability. So I didn't really film last week because I didn't want to like be that guy. And then, okay, so you guys know my dogs have been having like issues amongst themselves, and that resulted in, okay, so my oldest dog, she's always been like the alpha of the group, but she's like 13 now, and she's really starting to show her age, aka she sleeps like 23 hours a day. So because she wasn't doing like alpha dog things, Tychus, my little dog, decided that he wanted to be the new alpha dog, so he started like attacking Stanley, and poor Stanley is like 9 years old, he's twice Tychus' size, so he just wants nothing to do with this, and the first like 3 or 4 times that it happened, like Stanley barely like fought back at all because like he was just, number one, Stanley's a really good dog, number two, he was like flabbergasted that it was even happening, so it was really easy to break up. It wasn't that big of a deal. We were just like keeping them separated and supervised. We brought them both to the vet to make sure there wasn't underlying issues. We started like training regimens for both of them. We were doing everything that we were told to do, and then they got in another fight, and Stanley, I don't really know what happened, but Stanley ended up like breaking his toenail off in like the chaos. I mean off. I mean like inside of his toe. I almost vomited. It took like 6 hours to make it stop bleeding. It was horrible. I mean, he's fine now. This was like months ago. His toenail is back. It's fine. This is a gruesome story, but I just want to give you like context of what's going on. And then after he got hurt that one time, then he like started fighting back because like Tychus was like so stupid because Tychus was not like getting his butt kicked, and we just pretty much as soon as it started we broke it up and nobody got hurt or anything. Tychus wasn't like registering that he shouldn't be like fighting with Stanley. He was just like, oh, I can win this, and mom and dad are like protecting you. So, but it was weird because they were like totally fine 99% of the time, and then like every once in a while like something would set them off, and it was always different things. It wasn't like a predictable type situation. Like they were really weird about going outside. We ended up, for the last 6 months, they haven't been going outside together because they were really weird about like the door. Like who went out the door first was like a huge giant deal in their dog world. And like if we had company over, they had to be separated because it was like way too much. Sometimes like the doorbell would ring and they just like freak out. Like it was so bizarre. And like I know quite a bit about animal behavior, and if Tychus was like 2, this would be semi-expected. But Tychus is 4, and he was raised with Stanley, and Stanley and them, neither of them have ever had issues with other dogs. It was just like one day they decided they didn't like each other. But it was weird because they didn't not like each other. Like the other 99% of the time they were like laying together, and like they didn't have a problem with food. It was so bizarre. So anyways, they've both been to the vet about 5 times each in the past 6 months trying to like figure out what we could do to solve this situation. And the vet literally said that he has 6 dogs of his own. He previously had 7, and when his alpha dog got older, one of the younger dogs decided that it was like his turn to be alpha and was like beating up kind of like the second in command, and that he and his wife did everything they could, and then after like a year and a half they finally rehomed the younger dog that was like starting the fights, because that's not a safe situation. It's not safe for any of the other dogs. It's not safe for the 2 dogs that are fighting. It's not safe for the people that have to break it up. It's one thing if there's some improvement, but if there's no improvement, it's not safe, and it's not particularly responsible. So he told us that like that was the situation that we were in. And the particular problem is that Stanley is not a dominant dog at all. So he is like always on guard and like worried that a fight is going to start and freaking out. And the last couple times they've gotten in fights, Tychus has gotten hurt, not like bad, not like stitches or anything like that, like literally minor first aid injuries, but still, like, it's still serious, like, if you have to bring them to the vet because of reasons like this. So my vet told me that I needed to rehome one of them, and you know, it was like a really shitty thing to hear, for lack of better words. I've had Stanley for 8 years. I've had Tychus for 4. They were always fine. I never anticipated anything like this happening, and then to be told by like a qualified professional that there's no solution to this problem. I mean, we tried exercise regimens, we tried all sorts of different like training techniques, we tried keeping them separated, we tried making them stay together and like rewarding them when they were good together. But the problem is there was like this innate trust issue. Like Tychus, even though by the end of the whole situation Tychus was like submitting, there were so many times that Tychus hadn't submitted that then by the end like Stanley wasn't backing down because like he was like kind of afraid of Tychus, for lack of better words. The whole thing was just an absolute mess. So like Wednesday, we've been keeping them separated for like several months. I mean, like completely separated. And a gate got left open and they got in a fight, and like Tychus has like a wound. It's like super dramatic. He's fine. It's like healing. It's not infected. He's not even in any pain. Like when I clean it, he doesn't care. But Stanley lives with my sister now because we sat down and we talked about it, and it would probably be easier to have rehomed Tychus to like a stranger, because nobody that we knew outside of my sister was interested in taking either of them, just because it's just their lives. Like, you can't expect somebody to just like take a dog. A dog's a big responsibility. And so like we were looking at the option of like rehoming one of them like via a rescue group or something. But the problem is, like, even though Stanley is like the better behaved dog and like he would adapt to a situation so much better, Stanley is a 9-year-old pit bull mix. Like, it doesn't matter how good he is with cats and dogs and people and kids, and it doesn't matter. He's a 9-year-old pit bull mix. Like, nobody's gonna want him. And like Tychus is small and cute, so like a lot of people would want Tychus, but Tychus is not as good of a dog as Stanley. Like when he like goes places, when we travel, he like forgets that he's housebroken, and he barks at every little noise. He's kind of neurotic. I mean, he's of course sleeping like a little angel right now, but he's also the one who started all the problems with Stanley. Stanley did not start it. So we were concerned that like if we rehome Tychus, even though he's so cute and adorable, he has so many like quirky, like neurotic things about him that I was genuinely afraid that he would either end up in a house where they hit him, or he would get like tied up outside all the time, or just like left in a room all the time. I don't know. Or like having Bridges get dumped off at a shelter. Like I couldn't fathom him like adapting to a new home in a reasonable amount of time where the people that had him would like be okay with that, because Tychus is a very needy little dog. I mean, he's part Shih Tzu, it's very in his breed, and then on top of it he's Jack Russell, so he's like a Shih Tzu. He's like a needy dog with a ton of energy, so it's like chaos. So my sister is offered to take Stanley, which was, I thought, like probably one of the most like gracious things anyone's offered to do for me, because I still get to see him. She lives around the block. I obviously know he's in a great home. Erica takes amazing care of her animals, so I'm like really happy that that's where he is, but it's like a hard adjustment, him not being here. I've had Stanley since February of 2007. I've had him for over 8 years. And I kind of feel like I failed, even though like I know that in this situation, had I kept him, that would not have been a good solution, because somebody would have gotten hurt, whether it would have been one of us trying to break up a fight, or tychus, or what if they got in a fight somehow when we weren't home, or even though like we kennel them, it's just like you got to think about the things that could happen when you're talking about like dangerous situations. So yeah, it's weird, right? Like, so I only have 2 dogs now, and Violet's like ancient, so I feel like it's not super soon, but soon-ish I'm only gonna have 1 dog, and that like blows my mind. I've had 3 dogs for such a long time, but so that's my life. I'm really thankful that my sister took him, but that's kind of why I haven't vlogged in the past few days, because things have been just chaos between visitors and my dog situation, even though I'm pretty sure Stanley's already happier with Erica because she lets him sleep in bed with her. So like I probably am such an afterthought in his mind, it's not even funny. But yeah, so that's my life, that's my situation, and it's crappy, but I think I did the right thing, because really there were no good options. It was just not the type of situation, like keeping them in the same house, that neither of them were happy. They were both like stressed all the time because they both felt that like, oh God, is something gonna happen? Am I gonna run into the other one? You know what I mean? So like it wasn't good for them. It was very stressful for me and my husband. It was just stressful and expensive. Like I said, we've had them to the vet a bunch of times. We were like medicating poor Stanley, trying to like calm his nerves, because he was like a wreck around tychus. Like anytime he could like see tychus, he wasn't like aggressive, he was like nervous that something was gonna happen. So I just want everybody to be happy and safe, I guess. It's crappy though. On a different note, this is gonna be a long vlog, sorry guys, sorry. On a different note, oh, if you didn't know, if you watch my Derfcraft and you haven't seen it in a while, it's because I moved it to a new channel. It's youtube.com/Panzerchew. That's the name of my character in game. So if you like Derfcraft and you haven't seen it in a while, I have been actively uploading. It's over there. So I did that today. Edited and uploaded a Derfcraft. Then I also rendered out another Derfcraft, so I'm super happy with myself about that. I also have I wrote out 39 things about Wow Pets, and I'm super excited about it because it's like an awesome video. Like I was like running some of the things that I wrote down about it to my guildies, and my guildies were all super interested, and they were like testing out the things I said, and like that made me feel really good that a bunch of people were like interested in these things, because sometimes like I'm interested in things but I'm a little lame, so I'm like the only one. But when all of these other people were like, oh, I'm gonna try that, you know, I was really excited. So that video is, I just have to film it. Like it's already written, I'm super excited. And then I also am almost done with WoW Pop Culture and Warlords of Draenor. I'm super excited because those are like my favorite videos to make. They're just so fun, and I haven't done one in like a year. What is that? So I need to do another one. And then I also wrote almost all of WoW Jokes number 4 today. So I'm super pumped. I just was really productive today for like, and I woke up this morning feeling no motivation whatsoever. Like I woke up and I didn't get enough sleep because I was like panicking about Stanley. Like, oh God, what if Stanley, I don't know, turns into a werewolf? I don't know. My brain goes to crazy places. It's like sometimes I really think that my mind has like 3 modes. It's like super creative workaholic, right? Thinking about the worst case scenario of every situation ever, and hungry. That's it. So I don't know. That's the thing that's going on. Oh, I don't know if do you guys get Loot Crate? I get Loot Crate, and so does my sister. And she's not like super artistic. And this month we got one of these monies, which were blank figures that you could like draw on or paint on. So I'm doing my sister's, and I'm making her the little alien from Toy Story, the claw. I'm super excited about it. I don't know what I'm going to do with mine yet, but I just have to paint hers. It's already all sketched out, and I already have the paint. I just haven't had time because my life is crazy. I lightened my hair. Do you like it? I got it highlighted, and I think it, well, I guess it's not really highlighted as much back there, but it's super light. I really like it. I'm going to be sad when I move because of my hairdresser. I want to move so bad. Our offer for our house was accepted on January 11th, and it is March 9th, and we do not have a closing date. And like a lot of people are telling me that doesn't seem like that long. That's 8 weeks. You are supposed to be closed in 8 weeks, and we don't even have a closing date yet. It's ridiculous, and like, I want to move. It's not, okay, here's the thing. I don't actually want to move. Moving kind of sucks. I want to be moved. I am obsessed with my new house. Like, my new house is amazing. It's so pretty. It's like kind of what I would consider my dream house. There's like 2 things I don't like about it, but they're improvable things. Like, all of the appliances in my current kitchen are nicer than the appliances in the house I'm moving into, but I can buy appliances over time. And I would really like to replace the counters too, because it has tan counters, but the whole kitchen is so cute. It's like a 19 kind of like 50s like vintage like country kitchen, and it's all original cabinets and everything. So, and it's all white, like the whole kitchen is white, and I really want to put like stainless appliances in, and then do the counters in like a black or gray stone, and then I just think it's gonna be so nice. I'm super excited about it. And it's got all of this like oak woodwork like on the walls. It's not paneling, it's like nothing I've ever seen. It's so classy. I think I'm gonna have to polish it, I don't know. And it's got like hardwood floors in the whole downstairs, but then the upstairs is carpeted, which I really like because I don't want to get out of bed onto a cold floor, you know. So I'm like super excited, and like my new office is so wonderful. It's got like, I love built-ins. Like, I'm really into like old style architecture, which a lot of that has built-ins. And my new office has a built-in desk with shelves, and it's got like all these like little built-in storage things, and like the bathroom downstairs has like built-in shelves and drawers, and I love it so much, and I can't wait to move. And I really like it because it like our living room has a fireplace. What is that? I'm so excited. It's actually funny because it's smaller than the house we live in now. The house we live in now is well, it's weird because it's two-family. We live in a two-family house, but we own it because our original plan was like, oh, we're going to buy this two-family house, and then we'll rent out one of the apartments, and it'll like offset the mortgage. But then we like didn't have any issues paying the mortgage at all, so we just decided to use the apartment as like part of our own house. So we're using the apartment kind of like as a, I guess, master suite, aka we're using the living room as a bedroom, and then there's an awkward kitchen, and then I'm using like the bathroom kind of like as a like an ensuite bathroom. It's kind of hilarious and ghetto, but that's okay. Our new house doesn't have an ensuite. That was one thing I really wanted, but the bathroom is right outside the master bedroom, and then there's a separate bathroom. Like, upstairs is just my office, and the master bedroom, and a bathroom, and a cedar closet. What is that? That's not a thing that's in houses anymore. I was super excited about that. Anyways, and then, so that's all that there is upstairs, and then the downstairs is like a living room, and then the kitchen, there's no dining room, which I really like, because right now we have a dining room, and it's just like a dumping grounds for junk. I'm not even kidding. And the only time we have people over is like in the summer to have like barbecues and stuff. We're not really into like, I don't know, like we have like 1 or 2 people over, but not like a huge group of people. We had people over for Christmas, but nobody even ate at the table. Everybody ate on the couch anyways. So I'm not super worried about it, and I love the kitchen. It's got like a built-in like bench with like, oh, it's so cute. They call it like a country kitchen. I love it. It's like a little breakfast nook. I absolutely adore it. And so there's like the living room, and then the big kitchen area, and then there's 2 smaller bedrooms. Well, actually, one of the bedrooms is huge. Technically, the master bedroom is the downstairs bedroom. It's got 2 closets, but doesn't bother me any to use that as the guest bedroom, and then Nick is going to use another bedroom that's down there as his office, because it looks out on the backyard, so he can like see the dogs when they're outside. And then there's a bathroom downstairs, and then the basement is so nice because the woman like had it waterproof just last year, so it's like so close to being finished. That's the other thing I want to do. I want to do the kitchen appliances and the counters, and then I would really like to finishing the basement. And I also have this vision of like this amazing laundry room, because there's laundry in the basement, and the basement is not like our basement now is gross. It's like such a basement. It's like, ugh, I don't like it at all. I don't like going down there. But our new basement is like bright, and it's warm, and it's super nice. It's going to be so great to put like, I don't know, like a family room type thing down there, or like a rec room with like a pool table maybe, I don't know. And then the other half of the basement is just going to be like a laundry room. I like really like doing laundry. I just really hate doing laundry in my current house because there's like nowhere to fold clothes. And I hate folding clothes on the couch because like my cats lay on the couch, and I don't want, number one, I'm not going to kick my cats off the couch. That is just rude. And I don't want to fold my clothes and then set them in like a cat hair pile. So I really want like a surface to fold clothes, and I would love it if there was like rods where I could like hang stuff, and like shelves to store all of my like laundry things, because there's a lot of things involved in laundry. It's not just soap. You gotta have your soap and your bleach and your spritzy spray treatments and your dryer sheets and fabric softener if you're gonna hang stuff on the line. Laundry is an intense process. I'm going on 20 minutes on this vlog. I am sorry, or you're welcome. I'm not really sure. This is a long vlog. I just feel like I haven't talked to you guys in a while, and I just want to like let you know what the heck was going on. What is going on with this speaker? My speaker is like hanging. I don't even know. I like got a new monitor. My sister gave me her old monitor, and it's like so much nicer than my old monitor was, but it's like a lot bigger, so I had to readjust my like life to fit this monitor. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm clearly off on tangents. I still haven't finished Avery's thing. I was so bummed. I found this like Japanese like school uniform style like thing that I loved for my doll, and I almost bought it, and it was the wrong size. It was for, this is technically a mini doll, but there's like standard dolls, and they're like almost twice as big. They're a lot bigger, and it was for that, and they didn't have one for her size, and I was so depressed about it. So she's got a new wig. It's coming in the mail. It's like white and navy blue. It's really pretty. I can't wait. I'm going to have Melissa redo her face so that she's more like, not quite goth, but like punk. I feel like when I first got her, I envisioned dressing her in like medieval style clothes. And then like now that I have her, I just want to put her in all the clothes I want to wear. Like all the things I have for her are like jeans and leggings and a freaking kirigumi. You know what I'm talking about. The pajamas. So now I kind of am thinking that I might want to go in a different direction with her style. These are my important things. So this was a really long vlog. This was a long vlog. I'm going to go. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I love you all. You're in my heart. So I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.